सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीषु गोपिका कान्ता कान्त नमोऽस्तुते जयतां सप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृक्षभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नाम्ने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis out. They are listening to me watching this video. So thank you for watching. So today we are going to read Srimad Bhagavatam's uh, 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 chapter Canto 1, chapter 1, questions by the sages, and text number 4. So here is the text, but yeah. Okay. So here is the text. Hmm. So we have to read this text today. नैमिषे अनिनिष क्षेत्रेर्ष्यः शौनकादयः सत्रं स्वर्गाय लोकाय सम्मासत नै नैमिषे नैमिषे निमिष क्षेत्रे ऋष्याः शौनकादयः सत्रं स्वर्गाय लोकाय सहस्रसमम् समास्तः आस्ततः. So here are these synonyms. Forgive me for the pronunciation of the shloka. So here is the synonyms. Namish, in the forest known as Naimisharanya. Animesh Kshetra, the spot which is especially a favorite of Vishnu, who does not close his eyelids. Rishya, Rishya, sages, Shaunaka Adeya, headed by the sage Shaunak. Satram, sacrifice. Savar, Savargaya, the Lord who is glorified in heaven. Lokaya, and for the devotees who are always in touch with the Lord. Sahasra, 1000. Samam, years. Asat, performed. Translation. Once in a holy place in the forest of Naimisaranya, great sages headed by the sage Shaunak assembled to perform a great 1000-year sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord and his devotees. The sacrifice here means yajna, and the purport is given by Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ji. So here is the purport. The prelude of the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam was spoken in the previous three shlokas. Now, the main topic of this great literature is being presented, Srimad Bhagavatam. After its first recitation by Srila Sukdev Goswami was repeated for the second time at Naimisharanya. In the Vayavya Tantra, it is said that Brahma, the engineer of this particular universe, contemplated a great wheel which could enclose the universe. The hub of this great cycle was fixed at a particular place known as Naimisharanya. Okay, so we can read this again to understand what it means. The engineer of this particular universe, Brahm, contemplated a great wheel which could enclose the universe. The hub of this great circle was fixed at a particular place known as Naimisharanya. Okay. Similarly, there is another reference to the forest of Naimisharanya in the Varaha Purana, where it is stated that by performance of sacrifice at this place, the strength of demoniac people is curtailed. Thus, Brahmans prefer Naimisharanya for such sacrificial performances. The devotees of Lord Vishnu offer all kinds of sacrifices for his pleasures. The devotees are always attached to the service of the Lord, whereas fallen souls are attached to the pleasures of material existence. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that anything performed in the material world for any reason other than for the pleasure of the Lord Vishnu causes further bondage for the performer. It is enjoined, therefore, that all acts must be performed sacrificially for the satisfaction of Vishnu and his devotees. This will bring everyone peace and prosperity. The great sages are always anxious to do good to the people in general, and as such, the sages, headed by Shaunak and others, assembled at this holy place of Naimisharanya with a program of performing a great and continuous chain of sacrificial ceremonies. Forgetful men do not know the right path for peace and prosperity. However, the sages know it well, and therefore, for the good of all men, they are always anxious to perform acts which may bring about peace in the world. They are sincere friends to all living entities, and at the risk of great personal inconvenience, they are always engaged in the service of the Lord for the good of all people. Lord Vishnu is just like a great tree, and all others, including the demigods, men, siddhas, charans, vidyadhars, and other living entities, are like branches, twigs, and leaves of that tree. By pouring water on the root of the tree, all the parts of the tree are automatically nourished. Only those branches and leaves which are detached cannot be so satisfied. Detached branches and leaves dry up gradually, despite all watering attempts. Similarly, human society then it is detached from the personality of Godhead, like detached branches and leaves, is not capable of being watered, and one attempting to do so is simply wasting his energy and resources. The modern materialistic society is detached from its relation to the Supreme Lord, and all its plans, which are being made by aesthetic leaders, are sure to be baffled at every step. Yet, they do not wake up to this. In this age, the congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord is the prescribed method for waking up. The ways and means are most scientifically presented by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and intelligent persons may take advantage of his teachings in order to bring about real peace and prosperity. Sorry. Srimad Bhagavatam is also presented for the same purpose, and this will be explained more specifically later in the text. So here is the another next text, number 5. ता एकदा तु मुनयः प्राप्तर हुताग्रयः सत्कृतं सूतमासीनं पापरच्छूरिदमादरात् ता एकदा तु मुनयः प्राप्तर हुताग्नायः सत्कृतं सुताम् आसीनं पापराच्यो इदम् अदारतः. Synonyms: Te, the sages; Ekda, one day; two, but; Munayaha, sages; Pratyaha, morning; Huta, burning; Huta Agnaya, the sacrificial fire; Satkritam, due respects; Sutam, Sri Sut Goswami; Asinam, seated on; Papracha, Papa- Papracha, made; made enquiries idam on this as follows. Adarat, with due regards. Translation: One day, after finishing their morning duties by burning a sacrificial fire and offering a seat of esteem to Srila Sut Goswami, the great sages, and made enquiries with great respect about the following matters. Purport: Morning is the best time to hold spiritual services. The great sages offered the speaker of the Bhagavatam an elevated seat of respect called the Vyasasan, or the seat of Sri Vyasadev. Sri Vyasadev is the original spiritual preceptor for all men, and all other preceptors are considered to be his representatives. A representative is one who can exactly present the viewpoint of Sri Vyasadev. Sri Vyasadev impregnated the message of Bhagavatam unto Srila Sukdev Goswami, and Sri Sut Goswami heard it from him. Sri Sukadev Goswami, all bona fide representatives of Sri Vyasadev in the chain of disciplic succession, are to be understood to be Goswamis. These Goswamis restrain all their senses, and they stick to the path made by the previous acharyas. The Goswamis do not deliver lectures on the Bhagavatam capriciously. Rather, they execute their services most carefully, following their predes- uh, prede- predecessors who delivered the spiritual message unbroken to them. Those who listen to the Bhagavatam may put questions to the speaker in order to elicit the clear meaning, but this should not be done in a challenging spirit. One must submit questions with a great regard for the speaker and the subject matter. This is also the way recommended in Bhagavad Gita. One must learn the transcendental subject by submissive oral reception from the right sources. Therefore, these sages addressed the speaker, Sud Goswami, with great respect. So, we read this text next time. So, thank you for listening me today. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. And forgive me for the mispronunciations of the shloks, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,